I went ghost because I thought disappearing was the only way to grow. I locked in on self improvement and thought I had to do it all alone. But when I finally looked up, I realized life had passed me by. The memories I could have made were gone. The people I pushed away, some didn't come back. And it was then that I promised myself never again. And I made a decision to grow with people. And I'm so grateful I did because my life has improved in every way. I've experienced more growth, more joy, and more meaning. So if you've been isolating yourself to grow, let me share 3 shifts with you that will change everything. And the first one is don't believe the hype. On YouTube, very much on YouTube, so many people, Hamza, Amin Gotzi. That's really only the 2 people. I guess, what's his name? Joe Rogan? Not even Joe Rogan, it's somebody else. Same white, like it's another white guy who's like big bogey. But a lot of big, especially business men, will tell you like you need to cut off your friends, you need to cut off everybody, you need to disappear from the world and come back transformed in 6 months completely. And I've definitely made some videos like that, but that isn't really reality. Like, yes, some people, they are fine with doing that because they want to achieve huge amount of success, huge amounts of wealth, and to accumulate that, you got to work. You have to work. I mean, if that's the story you tell yourself, because really, if you say you got to work hard to get money, you'll have to work hard. But if you say money flows to you effortlessly, all you got to do is show up, then money will flow to you effortlessly because you are the creator of your universe. But that's beside the point. I just know that on YouTube, a big narrative that's pushed is that to achieve greatness, you've got to be alone and do it all on yourself. But that's not entirely true. And not many people want to live that kind of lifestyle. Like, that's not the only lifestyle you have to live. You don't have to, if you're trying to achieve a lot, you don't have to achieve big amount of success. Like, you can have a limited amount of ambition. My ambition is taking me as far as making 10K a month because that's all I really want. I want financial freedom. I want to be able to live a simple lifestyle, doing what I love without having to go to a job that I don't really care for. Which means if I'm only trying to make 10K a month, I don't have to work 70 hours. I don't have to disappear and just grind. I don't have to do all these hard things. I don't have to lock myself in a room and don't come out until I've got the money. No, I don't. Because whether I get it today, tomorrow, 5 years from now, when I achieve that, nothing is going to change except the money in my bank account. So why am I going to try to rush it? I hope I'm making sense. I just want to understand you don't have to achieve these great high maximum levels. You can know when enough is enough and be fine with what you have. The richest person on the planet is the one who knows when they have enough. Most people are going to, like the big top dogs that are pushing this narrative that you got to work so hard and always grind, they are poor because they are trying to find something outside of them to satisfy something within. But when you can find everything you need within and then you just go through life still trying to be ambitious and working for everything, but like not trying to make your whole life mission on achieving something, accumulating things from outside of you. When you can be okay with where you are right now, you've got gold in your hands. Because ultimately, we just want to be happy. But how can you be happy when you're trying to find sources of that outside of you? Through your ambition, through your accomplishments, through the things you can get. It doesn't make sense. So don't believe the hype. Know what's enough for you. And then work towards getting that enough while living your life. See, I know I want 10K a month. I know I want to get 10 clients who pay me the amount I want. I know I want to grow a community at some point. But once I reach that, I'm not going to try to surpass it. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll be a different person by then. But for right now, I'm fine with getting my piece of the pie and then enjoying the piece of the pie and eating it instead of trying to say, I got my piece, now I want this piece and that piece and that piece. And by the time I get back the piece I originally got, it's stale. I can't even enjoy it now. So that's the first thing. The next thing I want you to understand is lonely people are dying. We are not cats. We are the dogs of the society, okay? I remember back in high school, My mom took my phone because I was doing something, whatever. And I felt like I was going to die, like literally, because my phone is where I had all my friends. Like I had online friends for most of my life. It was online. I wasn't really popular back in school. People bullied me because I had a list, so I didn't really try to make friends at school. I made friends online. And so my mom took my phone. She took away my support system. She took away my friends. And that was horrible. And the reason it's horrible is because we have evolved to be around people, to work in groups, to enjoy the presence of other people. So when we go away from other people, we feel bad. I mean, what is it? Solitude, not solitude, but when you're in prison and they put you in a room when you're away from people and you're just all alone, that has horrible effects on people's mental health. Loneliness literally kills people. So for people to push this narrative that you have to be away from people, it's so stupid, because the minute you go away from people, your quality of life will go down. And if you don't feel good, you're not going to do good. You're not going to achieve anything because you don't feel good, because you're away from people. You're isolating yourself from people when you need them to grow. It's like putting a sunflower out in the sun, but then not watering it, because you're like, you don't need water to grow. All you need to be out in the sun, which is the maximum. Like, no. That sunflower's gonna die. The same thing is for you. You need people to grow. You cannot isolate yourself. And that doesn't mean be around people who hold you back. If there's people holding you back, if there's people who are doing things that don't align with you, let them go and find your people. And that might mean you have to go through a period of isolation, but not for the sake of achieving goals, but for the sake of finding the people who truly resonate with you. See, that's a completely different perspective on it. That's a completely different agenda. One is you just disappearing because you want to just achieve the big success. And the other part is you're alone because you want to find people who are meant to be in your tribe. So if you haven't reached out to a friend, if you have been isolating yourself, definitely reach out to somebody. Say hello. When you pass them out on the street, you're in your store, have a small conversation, have those friendly interactions, because that will really improve your well-being. And the more your well-being is improved, the more the success you have in life will improve as well. Happiness is the key to success. Success is not the key to happiness. You're happy and then success comes. You don't get success and then you're happy. That's not it. But how can you be happy when one of the big components of happiness, which is relationships, is not there? And if you're in a position where you don't have people to reach out to, make it your mission to find the people you want in your life. And if you're in a small town like I am, find people online. But you can also find people in person, because I definitely have. I stay in a very small town, but I was still able to find people who resonate with me. And the last thing is, life isn't going to pause. Life is going to continue going. I remember, I told this story before, but I had left Walmart. That was my old job. And I came back after 2 years. And I was shocked to find that most people who was working there when I left were still working there in the same position, probably getting the same pay, doing the same things. And it dawned on me that, like, time is passing. And if you aren't making use of your time and aren't making use of your life, things won't change for you. Now think about this. If you isolate and you're grinding, time is still passing. And yes, you may come out of your room with success, but your friend's birthday passed. They had 2 birthdays, and you weren't there for any of them. Your mom is going through something. You couldn't even tell. You didn't even know, because you were so focused on what you were trying to do. The many times people try to reach out and connect with you, you didn't even see that. People stopped inviting you out because they knew you would never say yes. You've missed out on living a life. And now the time you gave away, you cannot get back. The people that were once in your life, some will not come back. The memories and experiences you could have created that would have given you, like, in old age, something to look back on, you will never get that. Because your life continued passing you by. There's this girl in my life who made this really clear to me when she said, Faith, you're going to look up one day and realize life left you behind. And that really, like, did something to me. It made me realize, like, I really need to pull back from this constant grinding and actually live my life. And this is what I'm saying to you. Live your life, because when you're dead and gone, you can't come back. Maybe you can. I don't know. But for the time being, live like this is your last life and enjoy it. What is the point of grinding effortlessly if then you get what you want and then there's nobody around to share it with you? I listened to a song by J. Cole and he was like, it's not going to be verbatim, but basically, flying around being successful means nothing when your friends can't even join you. It means nothing. I would rather be down bad with my friends than up good alone because we are meant for others. We are meant to be with people. That's what we've evolved to do. That's been what we've done since we left the forest, you know? So that is all I have for you. Don't go ghost. Understand what enough is for you. And if you do want to achieve good things, you don't care, then go for that. But if you're like me and you want to live a simple life, making enough money that you can invest in your hobbies and your relationships and just living life, then you don't need to ghost anybody. You can achieve that by just doing a few hours of work every single day. So don't believe the hype. Figure out what's enough for you. Understand that loneliness can kill. It will make your quality of life go down, and live your life while you can. You got this.